Today we're going to talk about some words that you can put into your eBay titles that are going to help you convert. In other words, these are persuasive words, or what they call maybe magnet words or conversion words. I put up my favorite ones up here so that you can see them and reference them back whenever you need them. So first, let's talk about why you would use them and how they can actually help you. And I'll tell you about my own personal experience because I've used a lot of them on my own in my own eBay listings. And I can't tell you the wonders they did. So I will tell you the story about the word big over here. I had an eBay auction, an eBay listing, which was called, let me look it up, Genuine Surf Tumbled Sea Glass Aqua Lot. And I changed that by just saying big aqua lot. And you know what happened? In the next couple of days, I sold that 3 times. So one word made a big difference for me. And I think for you that the same thing should happen. So let's go through them one at a time. Over here, I've highlighted basically my favorite ones. Over here are others that I also like a lot. And I try to use them whenever they're, let's say, appropriate to use. One thing you have to keep in mind is don't use them if they are irrelevant. The last thing you want to do is deceive your buyer because they're just going to walk away right away. For example, I've put the word new over here. By all means, use it. But only use it if the item is totally new. If you even opened it or touched it, or, you know, let's say it's an iPhone, you opened it up and maybe you turned it on, that's it. It's no longer new. So let's go through them. Free. Free is a great keyword to use. I recommend you don't use it to mention that you have free shipping in your title because there's other ways to do that. But do use it in case you're going to put in some free maybe accessories into your listing. So maybe you're selling an iPhone and you're going to put in some free accessories in that listing as well. Put it in your title by all means. The next one is with, and this is especially powerful because just the other week really, I was looking for a new iPhone to buy on eBay. So many of those listings are selling their iPhones without the box. And I'm just one of those people that, well, I like to get a box. If somebody had put in the words with box in the listing title, I would have probably bought that, but nobody did. So I had to basically go through all of the listings one at a time to try and find one. Again, over here, so big, I like that one a lot. Use it sparingly, but if it makes sense, like in my case with the big lot, this really made a difference. Genuine, this is a lot like original over there. These are basically synonyms, but you can use them whenever they make sense. So in some cases, genuine makes sense. In another case, original makes sense. You can use it for branded items that are really often, let's say, sold as knockoffs, like, I don't know, Nike, Louis Vuitton. If you've got the real thing, put in genuine, and yeah, you'll make the sale for sure. I also like to use bargain because in case you're really going to offer a bargain, by all means, mention this in the title. People will click on that also. 10 is a special one. It's a non-obvious one, but like George Carlin said, 10 is a psychologically satisfying number. If you're selling something that's got 10 items in it, or 10 combinations, or 10 accessories, by all means put 10 in there. It's going to help you out. Sealed, it's a great one also. Use it whenever you're selling something that hasn't been opened at all, like let's say a gaming console, okay? If it's still sealed, people won't even question that it's new in the box. Sealed is one great word that's just going to do the job for you. And last, vintage. Vintage is also really great in case you're selling something that's maybe really old, but at the same time, it could really be a collectible at any moment. What I notice a lot of times is people will just list their item without mentioning any additional things about it. And that's really your opportunity to stand out from your competition. So please do this, and I'm sure you'll notice a difference right away. Some additional things that are really going to help you out is, according to the statistics, if you use up all 80 characters of your available eBay title, you will do much better. Yeah? Like, for example, if you use, I read somewhere, if you use only 40 as opposed to 80, I mean, your chance of selling is like half now. And another tip I have is, try not to use the word rare too much. People complain that, well, people on eBay use the word rare basically for everything, even when something is not actually truly rare. So I think eBay is maybe punishing users for that, or maybe punishing sellers for that. So only use rare when it's absolutely rare, whatever you're selling. And one more thing that's really going to help you is, let's say you're selling a branded item. eBay has an item specific called brand. So by all means, put the brand in there as well. maybe in your title and in the item specific. This way you'll actually reach more users because they will use the filters that eBay now provides. Same thing goes back to the iPhone. When I was doing the searching, I was searching for iPhone, XS Max, 64 gigabytes. Okay, so all of these parameters are actually item specifics, which you don't really have to put into the title. You can, you should, but you absolutely must put them as item specifics. So I hope that was helpful to you. Please let me know how your listings went in case you started to use my recommendation to use these words, if they made any difference. My theory is, from my own experience, they have made a difference. So that's why you should try it. If you have more to offer, maybe I missed something, maybe I didn't know about some words that I can use, put them in the comments, please. And a little update about me, I'm running an experiment, a challenge, I would call it, to try and make money on eBay, $1,000, basically from nothing. Okay, so that's the challenge that I have. That's why I'm getting into sea glass, because that's something I can pick up off the beach basically for nothing and sell it on eBay. And so far I'm doing pretty good. I'm basically at around $300-400 earnings already. I will keep you updated when I reach that $1,000 mark. That's what I'm going for. And I think that this will be interesting for you. Basically, the idea is to challenge yourself to try and make some money on eBay or online, whatever, by selling something that you got for nothing, that you didn't have to go to, let's say, garage sale for. I think that that's an interesting challenge to do. You know, just stay sharp, basically. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.